Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so excited today. I'm making something that I learned right directly from my mom. My mom passed away a while ago, but she did teach me a couple of things. She's a great cook. And so one of the things that she taught me was her pound cake. And I giggle because of the way that the instructions came. She told me that I'm always changing things and don't change anything on this recipe. So I've done my best. In my mom's stand mixer, I have a pound of cream cheese, and she insisted it be Philadelphia cream cheese, and I have 3 sticks of what she said needed to be Land O'Lakes. Now, I went to the grocery store and I found Land O'Lakes butter and not Land O'Lakes margarine, so keep my fingers crossed there. There are simply, 5, 6 ingredients in this cake. So I've got 3 sticks of butter, pound of Philadelphia cream cheese. I have 3 cups of sugar here. Yep, look what I'm doing. They had no cake flour, so I needed to sift cake flour. So it's 3 cups of cake flour, 6 eggs. I've got some pure vanilla, and there's gonna end up being a pinch of salt. I don't have the ingredients out for the frosting yet, but I will absolutely walk you through that process. I'm gonna get the cream cheese and butter creaming, and then I'm gonna add the sugar. I can add the sugar pretty much dump. I'll add it slowly, but it's loud with this mixer on, so I'm gonna show you in stages what's going on. Let's get this going. So I know that it's a little loud, but I just wanted to see you to see that I'm streaming the sugar in to ensure that I get full incorporation. And one of my mom's instructions about this cake was to beat and she rarely swore, she spelled it, beat the H-E-L-L out of the cake is what her instructions were. So I wanted to show you that I'm streaming that sugar into, yep, it's my mom's mixer. I need to replace it, but it still holds a special place in my heart. I'm going to talk too much during this part because I know that it's loud. But guys, I'm sifting flour. This is a lost art. I know why. We can buy cake flour, and so we don't have to sift. But there was no cake flour in the store, so I'm sifting. So at this point, I've got the butter, cream cheese, and sugar incorporated. I have sifted the flour, which I'm gonna add in a little bit at a time. This is not the dump part. You want to add in your flour a little bit at a time. And then I have 6 eggs. And the important part about the 6 eggs is to completely make sure that the last egg is incorporated before you add another egg. I'll show you along the way. I've added in 1 egg, and then you're going to alternate egg and flour so that while your mixture doesn't get too stiff. And then I can turn this up after I've added some flour and egg in, but I don't want to have it high while I'm adding it because then I end up with flour everywhere. So I am going to alternate these eggs and flour until I have them completely in the batter. This is the batter with 4 of the eggs added. Hopefully you can see that there is massive amounts of volume here. There's no leavener in this cake. So the eggs are going to give us all the leaven that we need. That's another reason that you have to alternate the egg and the flour and make sure that egg is completely beaten and incorporated. I'll even have more batter. That was another instruction that my mom was clear about. The bowl should get full of batter. So here I have incorporated all of the ingredients. Guys, this was about 20 minutes hands-on time. I have a pound of cream cheese, 1 8-ounce brick, actually. That's really a pound. I believe it's an 8 or 16-ounce brick, whatever it comes in. 3 sticks of Land O'Lakes. I have butter in here. Margarine was the recommended source of fat. there are 3 cups of sugar and 3 cups of cake flour or sifted flour. I have about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and I just went for it, probably a good tablespoon of vanilla. I've greased and floured my pan. A little embarrassing, couldn't find the one from my mom, but I've done everything to ensure that the cake doesn't stick in this one. My stove is heated to 350 degrees. This cake takes about 45 minutes to an hour. Hopefully I'll get the opportunity to show you guys the finished result. We absolutely have a cake batter. So I'm about to add it to the bundt pan and get it in the oven. All right, guys, like I said, there was about 20 minutes hands-on time for this to prepare this cake. It's the day before Mother's Day. This happens to be a cake that my mom taught me to make. It is going in the oven at 4:45. Takes about an hour. Okay, let's go. I hope to get you a shot of this at the frosting stage and cutting stage. Sometimes I cut that cake before it gets any frosting on it. It's really best, to me, straight out of the oven. Here we are, guys, at about 30 minutes. I'm literally just going to rotate the cake on the shelf so that I get as much even baking as possible. About halfway in. So yeah, I turned it around and you can see that that cake was not completely baking evenly. So it does make sense to make the turn. All right, guys, so check this out. Just like Mom said, that cake should rise up to the top of that pan. We've got a little bit of pulling away here. So we know that we have done this. I'm checking with a toothpick. I don't like it to be completely dry because, I mean, I'm okay if it's not. Got a little bit of crumbs on there, but that cake is done. I'll show you when we unmold. All right, guys, so here she is, straight from the oven. She gave me a little bit of resistance. I'd done everything I could to that pan to ensure that it didn't stick. But it did come out just the tiniest bit of sticking, which doesn't bother me at all. The cake feels a little heavy. There's supposed to be some lightness to this cake, but you really won't be able to 100% tell until you eat it. Cake comes out almost differently very often. Usually good, and there's some pretty specific characteristics about it, but sometimes it's very different. I'm actually going to cut it right now before I frost it. Man, I don't know if you can see that, but that cake is actually smoking, literally smoking right now. That's how fresh out of the oven it's cut. The crumb is beautiful. It's completely together. It looks delicious. You can see this. Absolutely beautiful. Can't wait. I'm gonna try it right now. Something I never do on camera. Let's see what we got. It's good. It's got this thing of cream cheese in it that's a little, I hate to use the word gummy. It sounds unpleasant, but my mom didn't like that part. It's absolutely my favorite part. So I'm going to take powdered sugar and heavy whipping cream and make myself a frosting and put it on top of this cake. But every recipe you've ever seen about a cake that needs frosting tells you it needs to completely cool. So you may never see the cake frosted. In honor of Mother's Day, which is tomorrow, this is my mom's cake recipe that she taught me personally. This is my mom's plate. I mixed the cake in her mixer and had her on my mind all day. Thanks for watching, guys. I really had a good time doing this one. Be well and stay safe.